Hello, I'm Dr. Elijah Grant, and as I mentioned before, I have things that I've discovered that I feel the need to share with the viewing audience. All my friends on Facebook, MySpace, Stumble Upon, and those who follow my tweets. First, let me tell you a few things about myself. I'm um, I'm a doctor of naturopathy, licensed, board certified, and I trained under Dr. Africa, Dr. Lailo Africa. Before that, I was a correctional counselor working for the Illinois Department of Corrections. Um, I graduated from University of Illinois in Champaign-Urbana and plus went to graduate school at University of Illinois Chicago. I've done extensive research on my own, and that's where I gathered most of my information. I'm reading thousands of books and articles and going to all the conferences and doing things that are necessary to make myself more spiritually enlightened and aware of what's going on. Now, let me tell you a few things about myself, things that I find are most important. I worked in the Department of Correction as a correctional counselor and a hostage negotiator. In fact, I was like the only one who had made hostage negotiator 3 because I was so influential with the inmates within the prison system. I got along with all the gang leaders, and I also helped them keep down the disturbances because people that were in charge of them were extremely racist, and they were about to get themselves killed on both sides. So I had started at Pontiac Correctional Center as a correctional as a correctional officer, and they had me in certain situations where I helped save a few lives, and after that I was promoted. But I found out just from working in a maximum security prison where like 30 to 40% of the people there were doing natural life, that the system was corrupt to its core. It was not the inmates that I had to worry about. It was basically, some of the people that I worked with that would get you killed, and that includes your shift commander. And when I say that, I don't say that lightly, because there were certain times where I was put in situations where my life was threatened and in danger. But luckily, being a decorated Vietnam vet, I was able to show that I had no fear. I've been trained not to fear, in fact, and I actually, thrive on a challenge. But at the same time, I was alert, cautiously alert um, about my situation. Um, I was laboring under the delusion for many years that the system that we live in, which is basically a culture that created a system, is corrupt to its internal core. And I mean from the outhouse all the way up to the White House. There is no exception. The first casualty of governmental operation is the truth. And the truth is not going to be given to the people because they're doing everything within the government to keep people uninformed, unenlightened, uneducated. And they're just training you to be good servants. That's basically all they want to do anyway. Anytime you're going to think outside the box, then you're going to find yourself in trouble, like I have numerous times. In fact, I've sued so many people and so many institutions till they know not to do anything while I'm around, because I will write it up, document it, and report it to a court. But I found out the court was just as corrupt as the people who were running the prison system. Let me tell you what's most interesting about some of the things that I've discovered, and that is that when I worked as a correctional counselor and a hostage negotiator and a substance abuse counselor, I found that they did not want inmates to get out of prison and get a job and lead a law-abiding life. In fact, they set inmates up to fail. They did very little to educate them to the level that they need to be educated. And when I was educating them in substance abuse awareness and helping them with their spirit, mind, and body, and letting them know that drugs were, killing them. They found that I was a threat to inmate recidivism rate, because most people that graduated from my substance abuse class did not return to prison. I was kind of like singled out because they said that all the classes I was having was black power meetings. And I don't know where that come from. I guess, most of the inmates in my class were black. Of course, the prison was like 80 to 90% black. It varied from time to anywhere from 60 to 80. But, the fact was most people at the prison were black. And they were mistreated, and most of them had protective custody needs. Make a long story short, when I worked for the Department of Corrections, I ended up suing wardens, the director, everybody within the corrections department, because they were so racist. They never promoted anybody black at that institution. I worked at Sheridan for 4 years and a half, approximately. And as a correctional counselor, I had never seen anybody black promoted within that period of time. This is how racist they were. They weren't even hiding it. And the government wasn't going to do anything to enforce it. And I filed lawsuit after lawsuit after lawsuit. Nobody investigated. Nobody did anything. So I just want you to know that you can do the best to be a law-abiding citizen, be decorated hero, finish college, go to graduate school, do everything that's required of you. And if you don't go along with their program and be their trained dog to do their dirty work, then you're no use to the system. My next expose, I'm going to make it about how we can work on healing ourselves and avoiding the plagues that this demon has in store for us. So with that being said, I want to thank you for watching this video and understanding that I'm new at this. But I feel I know it's my cosmic calling, because, everybody's been telling me this all my life, including Dr. Francis Cresswell. And so I've met some of the great minds that are black, and they've all seemed to say the same thing, that I have a mission, which I know, but I'm just trying to step it up a notch. And give me some feedback on what you think and what you want me to talk about, because my expertise is unlimited. I have actually learned a lot on my own. And I want to thank you for watching this, and let me know how I did. Thank you. Have a good day.